stomach, I can tell you that you are not eating anything pure. So we don't use artificial seasoning. So you have to be intentional about your diet, because it's what can either cause a flare or keep you stable.
This is so inspiring, because most of the problems we've identified, you've mentioned from your own lived experiences that you've experienced them, especially the diagnosis. I mean, you told us how you were diagnosed. Were you having symptoms before then?
No, before then, nothing. Like
no
I said,
symptom.
No symptoms at all. I had a miscarriage first. So that was my first pregnancy, and I took out the baby. And then within a week of taking out that baby, my feet just swelled up. My ankles, my elbows became stiff. I couldn't move them. So that's when I went to the doctor, and the doctor was like, okay, you have rheumatoid arthritis. But that was after like a month or 2 months, really, of going to the hospital every week, the running tests here and there, and stuff. But it was not even easy for us to then be referred to a rheumatologist at that time. And I mean, at that time, this was like 9 years ago, 8-9 years ago, it was already difficult to find a doctor that's an actual rheumatologist. So that's when I started realizing, they say this sickness is very special. Like they can't even find doctor to even treat it. And what will you do? You turn to God that time, because you're like, who else can help me? So yeah, that was when I was diagnosed. And then secondly, I had health insurance at that time, so it helped with a lot of the costs. Because what I see now and I hear these days, a lot of people are not able to see their doctors because they cannot fund the bills. And it's not very easy to do that. Even with my stability, I still see my doctor every 3 months. Gives me a 3 months break. Some people, at the time, I had to be seeing a doctor every 2 weeks. Yes, because he has to monitor you as closely as possible. But now it's 3 months, So it's an issue with access to these services in Nigeria. I said now, I can tell you there are only like 2 or 3 hospitals I know in Abuja now that are even doing anything related to lupus, and it is just one doctor that I know is an actual rheumatologist in the whole of, they said, North Central Nigeria. He comes in, he goes to different states in a week, just driving. The last time I spoke with him, he said he had to have a driver because driving was already taking his energy. So it's really an issue. And then when you see him, to even pay to see him, it's already a lot of money. We're talking of 30 to 50,000 naira just to see him. This is not the medicines. Then before they even prescribe medicines for you. Madam Alu, at a point I was spending 436,000 naira every month for my medication.
Wow.
Yes.
Minus tests.
No, that's not tests.
Consultancy
this is
fees.
Medicine, because when I went to the natural doctor, like I told you about, she was treating me with supplements.
Right.
So she said, no, she's not doing this medicine, drugs. So she was using supplements, and all her supplements came directly from America. So you had to pay, including shipping fees and everything. I remember one month, 436,000 that we bought it. And what is supplementing? Vitamin D, just many things that are part of what you should get from food, but because your body has been compromised so much, you're not able to access it. So it's difficult. Funding is a real issue in this sickness. It's just high effect, high management.
Yeah.
Yes, high management for it. So
it's such a problem on all fronts, for the persons who are living with this disease or situation. Also for the healthcare workers who don't get to diagnose early, and then, like you said, the expertise is not there, right? And it becomes an issue, right? And like you're saying, you don't get to experience those symptoms early in the early stages for you to be diagnosed early enough for intervention to take place. But what would you say is the missing link, the gap between this situation and the patients getting well in good time?
Okay, first of all, I'll say we as Nigerians, we're a set of special people,
right,
to even treat. If somebody has headache, they're not running to the hospital first. They're going to drink agbo, they are going to drink something, we're going to take medicine.
But you know the reasons.
Yeah, like I'm saying, we are very special.
Legitimate reasons.
Yes, really legitimate. So we're very special. Before you will go to the hospital, you are almost dying. She understand, before you drag yourself to the hospital. So that's one of the first reasons. I think for me, because I had health insurance at that time, that was being paid for by the office, that was why I was like, let's go. We have to just go. If not, already the first day they've already used a abonike and be massaging the leg now. Do you understand? Like, don't worry, we'll massage you 2-3 days, you'll be okay. But then I was like, look, let's go to hospital. Why is my leg swelling up, really? So that would help with early diagnosis. That's, even if you feel this thing, you just go to the hospital. But it's not very easy, and I can tell you the truth. Even now, I won't just go to the hospital for anything. I'd rather say, let me drink my lemongrass or let me drink something just to help the situation. But you never know, because you might be battling with a condition that is terminal and you're trying to, struggle. Meanwhile, you just needed a little help from the hospital, a little push from the drip, from the IV, and you didn't take it on time. So that's one thing. Finance is also a big issue, like we've discussed already. A lot of people don't have the money. And even if you have the money, you are not using it to buy medicine.
So insurance, as it helped you, is also another key factor.
Yes.
But there are people who are not working in spaces where they can easily access insurance.
Yeah. So like I would say, just be natural.
Right?
Go natural. You're natural. Make sure you wake up in the morning, get your vitamin D from your sunlight. Try as much as possible to, don't be indoors, sit down, lie down, be scrolling on your phone. No, try and do some activity, stand up, do some exercise. Like today, I've walked around my house like 7 times, briskly, just to ensure that you sweat. When you sweat, I don't know, for me, when I sweat, I feel better. Even like yesterday, because I had stressed myself the day before. Yesterday, I just laid down in bed because I was like, I can't do this. I was just really tired, getting into those moods. But then I noticed that I started sweating at some point. I sweat and I was sweating. I was like, yeah, good, this is what I want. After I drank the tea, I sweat and everything. Once I finished sweating and stood up, you will see my bed now. You will see my mark on the bed, like literally. And then I stand up, that's it, I'm okay. So you need to get your body to sweat, really. Right. It removes a lot of the water in people, from your system, so that you can just be better. Yeah, but be natural. If you don't have the money, be natural. Like I said, buy cabbage. Cabbage is not expensive.
How do you do cabbage swallow? You blend it?
Yes, you blend the cabbage first, then put it on the fire. While it's boiling, you put psyllium husk. So psyllium husk binds it together, so it becomes a swallow, like a real swallow.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. All right. I mean, the Gift Lupus Foundation has continued to advocate for different things, part of, what you have mentioned outrightly, but also the issue of data, knowing the number of persons living with this condition, right? And in the course of supporting these persons who are living with it, there's a lot of experience that would continue to show on the podcast. Would you say you have come across persons, in this space? And what are their different experiences beyond, the finances that you've mentioned, and, so that we can know what these gaps are and then mention them for support?
So, I joined the Gift Lupus Foundation very recently, and I celebrated the last World Lupus Day with them. And there I met a lot of special advocates that are really going through a lot of, in fact, I thought that my own experience was nothing compared to what I heard, from what people have also gone through. But one of the things that struck me there was that people are not ready to make change in their life. How do I explain it? Once I say stop eating rice, it's like, hey, I cannot. And I was like, that means you have not suffered enough now. When you're on your deathbed, they tell you don't eat rice again. You don't eat rice. So it's that passion and motivation to actually make a change. Or maybe you don't believe that it works, but you can see me, it actually works. Okay, so I saw that lack of discipline, exactly, to be able to do it. So that's one of the experiences that I saw there, that I felt, okay, if you can't stop eating right, okay, I'll help you. Take my tea as well. Just try,
right.
Do what you can do.
But what do you think the government should do differently to support?
The government needs to do plenty things in this country. First of all, government has to give us better air to breathe. First of all, yes, because air is polluted. Anyways. But for lupus, really, I would say that you have to encourage the doctors to stay. If you go to a hospital in Abuja currently, the doctor there only comes once in a week, every Thursday. When I used to go there will be like 70 people on the line. When I get there, number 71, number 72, we're paying 35,000 to see this rheumatologist.
In one day?
In one day. The guy is there from 12 because he's coming from Jos that day. he gets to Abuja, he starts seeing people in fact, there was a time he started seeing people from like 3 o'clock. Do you know that we're there till 12 midnight with this doctor? Very passionate man, I give it to him. But sometimes he's not able to see everybody because they didn't come there with cars, so they have to go. So as they are going now, you don't have car, you'll be happy, you'll be, climbing up the staircase. Government needs to ensure that there are more professionals that can do this thing, that can help people. Do you understand? The guy he will see someone in one hospital on Thursday, then see a few more in a hospital on Friday. Then you pay even more. So I realized, okay, instead of wasting my time in this hospital on Thursday, I started going to the hospital on Friday so that I'll see him. Then
which is more expensive.
More expensive. That place is 55,000 we paid just to see him.
Wow.
But at least you're happy you've seen him. You've seen him once in a month or 3, So government needs to help. I don't know what they can do, but the matter is everywhere. Seriously, Japa syndrome. They've all left. And even before they left, they were not even that much because apparently this was a specialized area of medicine that not a lot of people were actually training in. So they had issues. But for instance, in Lagos, though, I know that there are even more doctors. Or at that time, there were like 12 doctors, rheumatologists in Lagos.
Okay.
But in the whole of North Central, there was only 1. Or 2 actually that time.
Oh.
Yes, and then 1 has left now. There's only 1 that's remaining that at least this is my awareness that I know now. So government needs to try and see what they can do to help professionals either stay back or encourage them to study that profession and because a lot of rheumatology issues, they're starting with women at a certain age. Girls at a certain age, from like 18, you start to react. And it's because of a lot of things that we've gone through from our childhood, right? As Africans, we also have whatever is in our genes or in our blood, that at a certain age, it starts to react. You do 1 or 2 things that will just flare it up, right? So since we also know this, why don't we have some early testing? The genes, the things that, the antibodies that they look for, they said they're already there in your body since you're a baby. So why don't we already start testing young girls in primary school? It's part of early detection. If you test a young girl in primary school, you see that she has the antibodies, but she has not yet started manifesting.
They're latent.
There can be something that can be done for that girl already, right?
Right.
So a lot of women that are going through, I don't know, I've not seen any man, but I know from the Lupus Foundation last activity, I saw a man that had lupus. But for young ladies, try and do early detection from primary school. If you see the antibodies there, you just start working on her and tell her by force, you must go natural. You don't need to start treating her at that point because she hasn't started showing any. But she can manage herself in such a way that
suppresses.
You stay down for a while. Yeah.
Makes sense. And I mean, with the government listening, there will be so much they will need to do to support that process. And having these latent antibodies inside our system is something we almost can't help, right? Yeah. Like you said, but indeed, with early detection, we would reduce or suppress the number of cases that we have. Women of reproductive age are more susceptible to lupus, and it's why MHR is partnering with the GLF on this podcast. Right, so in the ecosystem of the entire lupus process, there are people living with lupus, there are health workers, there's the government, and you've spoken to a few number of them. Speak to the health workers. What should they do differently to make this situation better for all of us?
I mean, to the health workers in the hospitals, it's been an honor, first of all, to really meet you guys. You guys are doing a great job. So thank you very much for the support that you've given to lupus patients, especially because when you have a flare, you're in the hospital for a month at times or even 2. These nurses are the ones helping you, even in the ICU. I remember being in the ICU at some point. The nurses literally help you to even defecate.
Wow.
Yes, because you can't move and all that. So thank you so much for your love. I think it takes a vision for you to be a nurse or a doctor. It takes that. You have to inspire yourself because Nigeria is very troublesome these days. So thank you so much to all of our health workers. You guys have done excellently.
I mean, I don't get to hear this often. Many people have very negative experiences with the health workers. So it's really good to hear that, the system was kind to you.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I mean, I'm a believer. Okay, so of course I've met nurses that are crazy. You
Right.
know, they would give you the injection in some way that would cause another issue or stuff like that. But all in all, I would say everything really worked out for my good.
Right.
Really, I've learned a lot. Some of them I even still see them and they are surprised that, oh, you're still alive. Oh, okay. You know, because you know it's yeah. So it's an issue that the government still has to help with, like
Right.
I said, for nurses and for doctors. But with what I went through so far, I definitely want to tell the nurses thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, everything you've said has been inspirational, especially to the special advocates, right? Or is there any more inspiring thing you'd like to say to them? Give them some hope.
Make sure your family is in support of you. Make sure you're good, you're nice to your family, because that's where all your strength is. As I am now, I'm living in my princess era. That's what I call it. Like, because my husband, my kids, my parents, everybody is in support of me. Like, if I say I'm not going anywhere today, we're like, fine, go and sleep, you know, whatever. So you have to reduce stress, because stress is one of the major triggers for flares. So you rest when you need to rest. Make sure you're not thinking, because my stress was not physical, my stress was mental because of the way I work. Like I'm sleeping and I'm seeing my answers to my job in my dreams. Okay, so that's how stressful my life was at that time. So I've tried to make sure that there's no stress. So make sure you don't have stress. Make sure you eat right. Make sure you exercise well, and make sure you believe in God.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Avis Swile Abutu. She's an entrepreneurship development consultant and she is a special advocate, and she's shared her story, her lupus journey. So thank you so much. Thank you. Lupus may be invisible, but the strength of those living with it shines brightly, as you must have seen. Together, we can turn stories of struggle into stories of triumph. Tap into these experiences and you will be happy you did. Thank you so much for listening to us on this episode of the Gift Lupus Foundation podcast, the GLF podcast. A big shout out to the founder of the GLF, the Gift Lupus Foundation, Dr. Lovett Odnonoga, for all the support you've been giving to these special advocates. More power. Thank you and goodbye.